adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the things that you might be using versus the things you should be using if you're doing camping or van life. These things will not only work for you for a longer amount of time, but they'll also save you in the long run. So come with me as we go shopping, and I'll share with you what they have versus what you could have. Instead of having to purchase gallon-sized trash bags or tiny trash bags or mid-sized trash bags and constantly having to purchase something extra, use this. Upcycling plastic bags that you already have will help you to reduce using additional plastics, but also give you something that is not a single use. Instead, you can use it as a multi-use plastic, and that way you get a little bit more while also trying to, use the things you already have. By hanging up a bag like this and allowing yourself to have a trash bag in your space, you can use this to make sure that you aren't just throwing away all the things that the stores are already giving you. Now, mind you, some states no longer use plastic bags, but if you are in one that's already giving you plastic bags, try your hardest to get more than one use out of it. Don't just immediately throw it away. Instead, upcycle it to be a trash bag. Instead of using something like this, where when you open it up, you have to constantly get batteries and cause a lot of waste, instead try something like this, where you can recharge it with the sun, or you can plug it in and recharge it through a chargeable end. This will allow you to have just as much, if not more so, light, and it will allow you to save a lot of money overall on batteries. Not all batteries, after all, are created equally. For example, even using rechargeable batteries, over time they dwindle and die. So finding things that just circumvent batteries altogether is super handy. Even the cheapest of batteries are $1.25 at the Dollar Tree, and those just don't seem to last. Instead of finding things like this that are one-use items where you have to have each individual thing, instead of using a single-use plastic spork or fork or spoon, find a reusable one, preferably one that gives you only one item that you have to clean. This one, for example, has a metal fork end, and it has this silicone spoon end, which really gets into all containers and helps you get all of the stuff out. I can wash this time and time again instead of disposing of it. Not only does that save me money in the long run, despite being more expensive up front, but also it gives me something that I can use consistently from place to place without producing as much trash. Instead of these or these. Instead of using single use like plates or bowls, find things that you can use consistently and just wash. I found this, for example. It's a huge bowl, which I can use as not only like my regular food bowl, but also as a mixing bowl for 50 cents at a garage sale. It's metal, so it doesn't end up breaking. It works really well in the van. It has a very good consistency of just things that I can do with it. It's not going to fail me at any point, and if it does, I can replace it with another 50-cent dish at a garage sale. I also have some bamboo plates. Those are also washable, so I'm not having to just throw away things after every meal. Think about it this way. If you are eating even a single meal in your vehicle every day and throwing away one plate or one bowl, by the end of the month, that's 30 plates and 30 bowls, versus just finding something like this and washing it and then not having to worry about those extra things that you're discarding of. On the road, there's no way to fully just not have things we discard of, but at the same time, there are smart and responsible ways that you can make it a little easier on yourself. And yes, it does require washing your dishes, but at the same time, by doing that, you're making a lesser impact on the overall world around us, and you're far less likely to by accident leave trash somewhere. Because how many times have you seen at a campsite someone has had paper plates or plastic bowls that are disposable, or solo cups or utensils that they've put outside and an animal's gotten into it and it's gotten tossed around the campsite? You take that option away altogether whenever you have items like this, because in order for you to put them up, you have to clean them, and then you just put them in their place and then you're done, versus having an extra bag of all sorts of garbage just laying around. Instead of this, a single-use gallon of water, instead use reusable jugs of some kind. Now, you can get a variety of different styles. For my small van, I have these, which are just a slim line. That way I can fit 3 of them in my front seat, no problem. But they do have these in a variety of different sizes, ranging from 1 gallon up to 7 gallons. I've even seen a 10 gallon. It's just really heavy to move around. So you need to have something that you can consistently fill up versus having to get the plastic jugs. Now, in some areas, this is going to be very difficult. So you you still probably will have to get some plastic jugs. But in the areas that do have water fill stations, that'll save you a little bit of money, because typically a regular gallon, even if it's a like subpar one, is over $1 versus a refill is usually like 30 to 50 cents. So that's way cheaper and more efficient in the long run. Again, there's a little bit more upfront cost of getting the actual container, but once you get it, you can use it and use it and use it again. And you can clean these things out and consistently keep them super clean to your standard, which is really nice. So that's another pro of having these as opposed to, you know, those other ones. Even though a party with friends can be fun with red Solo cups or red cups that are like this, it's pretty wasteful to use these just on your own. Not to mention, it doesn't work as well. Instead, use something like this that is washable and able to be reused in a variety of different ways. A drink container like this can easily be filled and refilled time and time again, thus creating an easier way for you to keep things contained. Not to mention, by not using single-use plastic bottles, you can actually get a little bit more fluid into your hike. And usually these kinds of bottles have some form of either sleeve you can carry them in or a grip that you can secure them to your bag. As you can see from today's video, it's all about finding things that work best for you, but also finding the ways that you can have things that will long-term work best. Sure, for a short weekend, it might seem to be the easiest thing just to go pick up a few supplies, but if you're going to be camping consistently or doing any long-term travel, these will be better options for you. And again, it's a little bit more upfront, but it's worth it in the long run, because these are items that will consistently work and give back to you, as opposed to continue to take and take and take, especially when it comes to the items that you keep inside for your cookware. Those are not things you're going to have to replace often. So you're going to find yourself going to the store far less, throwing away a lot less trash, and overall having a lot better overall feeling at your campsite, because you're not having all those smells which bring in the creepy crawlers. So I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any more suggestions for things that people typically use versus things they should be using, leave it in the comments below and we'll have a discussion down there so we can help each other out. There's a lot of new people to the channel who are just getting started, and so these kind of videos are always helpful to us people who've been there, but also to those who are up and coming. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. I have to hit the road. We've got some more adventuring to do, so I'll see you on the next one. Bye!